everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today we're doing a rolling stock review. This time we're doing the follow-up video from my pannier tank review, which I did 2 weeks ago instead of only a week. I got a little bit mixed up in the last video. But we're doing the B-set coaches for GWR, and these are made by Dapol. Let's get all the boring bits out of the way. As I said last week, this came in a box of both the loco and the coaches, and inside you get the warranty, which we won't read. Also, the product code for this is HMCN003. You get the pannier tank and also 2 B-set coaches. Running numbers are 6384 and 6385. But if you actually want the coaches on their own, I think this is for the correct. For coaches which are roughly similar to these, because they've discontinued these ones and made new ones. But to get ones which look very much like this, the running number is 2P003013, and that's for GWR B set with running numbers 6449 and 6450 in GWR chocolate and cream in Twin Cities crest. I think this is the cert button crest, cert button variety, so it's close enough anyway. Anyway, the coaches themselves, detail pack. It just looks like some alternative couplers, really. That's it, and I think that's really it for it. But I'm not entirely sure these can fit on here. Oh well. But onto the coaches themselves, and they look rather nice. They are very lightweight. Have a quick look at how much they weigh. Right. And you weigh 21.1, and I'm going to assume you weigh 21.3, so let's say 21 grams. So yes, they do not weigh as much as the Mark 1 coats, but it's close enough. And you can definitely feel that they do feel very light. But it's not to say that they're bad. It's just, you won't expect them to carry on drifting if they ever decouple or something like that, or if you just need to push them or shunt them. So yes. Underframe detail, very bit lacking, but the paintwork does look very nice, because if you look on the inside of the windows you can see a red lining around the door window frames, which looks very nice, and the tampo work, printing work looks very nice too, because it's a very golden print colour. There is some interior detail, but it's not all that clear, but when this is going around you probably won't notice all that much. No NEM pockets, which is a bit surprising. It does have a very oldie, Paul Farish feel to the couplings, but if they do the job, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I think that's about it. The moulded detail is acceptable. They look rather nice on both ends. But printing work is quite clear, so there's no smudges or anything like that. And again, with the paintwork, it's clean and crisp, so quite nice. And the roof detail, I'd say it's basic, but if it's prototypical, it doesn't really matter. Bit of fluff down there. Somehow I got caught with a tree. Don't know what our coach is doing in the tree, but anyway. Important thing, price. You can get these probably about £20 to £30 for both, so that's actually quite good in my opinion, and it makes me want Dapol to make more coaches like this. Maybe on the cheaper side, may not be as detailed as you like, but if it brings out very nice coaches, I'm all for it. So yes. I said the new ones which are coming out, yeah, they will be more on the £30 side, so unfortunately inflation, so yes. But yes, £30 for 2 coaches when £30 normally just gets you 1 coat. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm willing to be a bit more lenient with the detail and also lack of alternative coupling. Alternative couplings for this. So I think that these couplings are for the coats, unfortunately, for the pannier tank, unfortunately. So they're very, nice coaters. So anyway, let's get these onto the turntable, and I can tell you a bit more about the prototype, and you can have a better look at the coaters, and then we can get them onto layout. So I'll see you in a bit. The B-set coaters of the Great Western Railway were non-corridor brake composite coaters arranged in pairs, with the brake compartments outermost, for suburban and branch line working. The first type was ordered at the end of November 1922 and comprised of 7 pairs, which were completed in August 1924. Like all the others, there was one first-class compartment, in this case on the inner end, and 6 third-class. They were 57 foot long, had flat ends and no inner end buffers. The inner ends were connected by a fixed link. All were allocated to the Bristol Division. They lasted in service until 1962. The next type to appear 18 months later incorporated several variations. It was a foot longer with bow ends. 5 pairs were reduced. The first class compartment was moved from the inner bogie end to the 5th, leaving one third class compartment between that and the brake. The largest design appeared in April 1930. These were longer at just over 61 foot. They had recessed door handles and straight, practically flat grab handles. 41 pairs were produced in all, with the last allocated to the Bristol Division. The last style, which appeared at the end of 1933, these had flat ends, 57 foot long, with recessed door handles. The close coupling arrangement reverted to the style of 1922 design, with a slotted Tommy bar, but with safety chains also fitted. Approximately 52 pairs were produced in all, with another 10 or so running as singles. No B sets have been preserved, but a flavour of them is on the Langolian Railway, which have a couple of non-corridor coaches billed as a B set. Right, here we are with the B set coaches on my bottom layout, and we're going to see how well they, how free rolling they are first. So here is the B set, and just for comparison, here is the same amount of coaches for Mark 1 coaches. So just see how well these free roll. They seem very free rolling. And just to mention that not only are these actually slightly bigger, they are actually 4 grams heavier each. So this is about 50 grams, where these two are just over 40 grams, if my maths is correct. So this is about 42 grams, so that's 8 grams in total separating the two. And as you can see, these are very free rolling, and they will keep going for quite some distance. So let's test it with the B set. So they're decently free rolling. I'm quite happy with that. It's not quite as good as the Mark 1s, but for 8 grams lighter between the 2 sets, it's not too bad. Not too sure if you could probably improve that by adding a bit of weight in, but it may affect the running of the set anyway. But yeah, I'm happy with it. And just to mention that the set with the train pack which I got these with, you can get them from Hereford Models, and they are quite a nice bargain. So if you do want these with the pannier tank, do get that, because you get a pannier tank which is worth just about £93, and also these which are worth about £93 for between £80 and £90. So bargain in my opinion. Anyway, let's put in said pannier tank to see how these look all together. And just give it a bit of a welly, because... Is that coupled? No, it hasn't. There we go. Just a sec. Sorry about that, an alarm went off on my phone. But I was about to mention, these do have metal wheels, so they do roll fairly well for and all that lot. But yes, let's see how it all looks all together with the pannier tank. And they look to be rolling rather smoothly. Since they are only short coaters, they don't have issues on tight radius curves. In fact, with the simple bogies, they can pretty much nearly go sideways and not have any issues. Think of the bogies as, like I said, the same as what are on the old Farish suburban coaches. That looks rather nice. That's just a wire, don't worry about that. And at slightly higher speeds. Have a nice view that is. Let's give it a stop. There we go. And that's it really for the B set coaches, and I'm quite happy with them. For being, I don't want to say cheap, but being rather affordable coaches, they do look quite nice. They have all the bits which you really need. The only thing which I could really say is the downside is that they don't have NEM couplings, but NEM pockets anyway. And for detail for where you're going to be looking at them, I'd say it's acceptable. The painting is nice, the printing is nice, the paintwork is quite nice, and the pricing is absolutely wonderful, because for the same price as just one of these coaches, you can get two. So, in my opinion, Dapols should definitely make more coaches like these for something like, something simple like, push-pull sets, things like that. You're only going to be needing one coat of that type. Might as well make lots of them. Well, not lots of them, but might as well make them economically so that they could be catered to for everyone, really. I'm probably just rambling, but I'm quite happy with these coaters, and I hope everyone has enjoyed this video. Do let me know what you think about the B-set coaters, along with, well, the entire pack entirely. Also, you can get these all together, and you might as well. Anyway, so do let me know what you think, and I'm going to send these off on their way. So if you liked the video, feel free to like, favourite and subscribe, and if you really like my content, feel free to support me on Patreon, and if you didn't like the video or whatever, well, I hope you have a nice day anyway. Anyway, I'm going to send the coaches and the pannier on its way, and I hope everyone has a nice day. So take care now, bye bye.